It's always nice to come back to Stockholm. I've had a lot of great history here, and I was here first in 1978, so I can't believe I'm still playing tennis here.
Yeah. What's your relationship to Sweden?
Well, I think that there's a lot of history in terms of my rivals and opponents, particularly Bjorn and Mats are the two biggest, Stefan. So the Swedes were on a roll for a lot of years, and they made me a better tennis player, and hopefully I made some of them better players too. And the rival that is talked about more than any other by far is Bjorn. And in my match at Wimbledon, that's all I ever hear about is me losing to him in 1980.
What's your relationship today?
Well, we don't see each other as much as we'd like, but we
That's
get.
what he said.
Yeah, I know that we would like to figure out a way to do that, but life gets in the way at times, and children, and they're growing up and trying to juggle everything. But I love him, and hopefully he still likes me a lot or loves me.
Mistakes so far in this match, right? You haven't overruled anything. No mistakes whatsoever.
Second serve, please.
Answer my question! The question, jerk!
It's been 30 years, John, and I think for many people you're still known for your bad temper and your outbursts. I think that's quite unfair, actually. What do you think about it?
I think that if I wasn't a good player, they wouldn't have talked about my outbursts. So I have to look at the good with the bad. Some of the outbursts went a little too far, and I deserve some criticism, and others were like historical, and there was fun, and I was a kid, and these things happen.
Like the one here in Stockholm, 84.
Well, I didn't know the King of Sweden was there. I just we all make mistakes. I maybe not hit the cup quite so hard.
Did you go in anger management back then?
No.
You didn't?
No.
No. But it did get in your way for your success.
You'd have to speak to a psychologist. Yeah.
You have never thought about it?
I've thought about it, but I don't know if I could answer it and say for sure one way or the other. I'm sure that there's certain occasions that it helped and other occasions where it hurt.
What do you think about the temper today on the tennis court? I mean, it happens a lot. Today we have the Hawkeye thing. You don't have to yell at the referee in the same way.
Yeah, it would have saved me a lot of energy. I could have used more of that energy to work on my game. But it seemed like, to me, it was an exciting time to be part of tennis, and there was a lot of talk about it. And so even though there's this system now that I think would have helped me, I'm glad that I played at the time that I did.
Mm-hmm. I have to ask about Maria Sharapova. She failed a drug test. Do you think that affects tennis today?
Well, I think that a lot of things affect tennis. And so I think that we'll see what happens as far as, whether people show a lot of sympathy, whether they believe what she said, and there's a whole lot of issues that go into it. But ultimately, this sport, any sport, tries to do the best they can to make it as fair as possible. So when it isn't fair, then people feel cheated. And so that's really what the issue is able to do as much as possible to make it as level a playing field as for everyone. Last question, okay?
What about passion?
What about it?
On the court.
Passion is important for a one-on-one sport, and I'd like to see more of it, but that's me, I'm a passionate person, so it depends who you ask. But I think that hopefully in the future that will happen more.